Hey, it's me, Saul. So, today we are doing something a little bit different. We have another Let's Learn to Play video for you. I should have already posted the Gear Gear Let's Learn to Play video that I recorded on my own, but as being a content creator and trying to figure out how to be creative and innovative with how I make content for this game that I really love and this community that I love being a part of, I'm trying out different things. So with the Let's Learn to Play series, the concept behind it is me, a plebeian, an average noob, picks up a deck that I have never read the cards of, never seen a guide in the best case scenario. I have no idea what I'm doing, and over a fixed period of time, usually about an hour, I learn to play the deck, and then I give you my thoughts on the deck. Now, the first time I ever did it, I did it by myself. You know, I tried out Gear Gears and I was like, okay, this is how it works, all that kind of stuff, and it was a good time. Now, the next time I tried it out was with Digital Bugs, and it was on stream. So I'm still trying to determine which approach I like better. Maybe one, maybe the other, maybe a mix of the two. We'll see how it goes. But in this episode, you will effectively be seeing the process, because I think I did like a 3.5 hour stream where I learned to play this deck. It was an amazing time. I met some awesome people, Sign, and just people who I've already said. If I start naming names, we're gonna be here forever, right? It was just an amazing time. We all learned how to play the deck together. So this isn't a video. If you've clicked on this video for me to teach you how to play Digital Bugs, this is the wrong video for you. But if you want to watch me struggle to learn how to play the deck and slowly learn with me, because what you'll be seeing is my in real time learning process, the mistakes that I made. So maybe there are mistakes that I made that you will now know not to make, and also it's just an enjoyable process, and we had a good time learning how the deck actually worked. So with that being said, I'm gonna cut to the gameplay. Please consider liking the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'm gonna be doing more Let's Learn to Play videos. Not all of them will be from streams that we've done. Some streams will be stream exclusive, and then we'll have videos over here that I decide to make as and when I do, because I am the master of all of this. Anyway, bye. Okay, so today we're looking at Digital Bugs. And this is a rough deck that I've built effectively. I had seen some guys, but I didn't, because I knew I was gonna be making this video, I didn't go in depth on anything. So my knowledge of the deck is very raw, it's very bare bones. All that I know is it's something to do with the cards going into defense position, and then it ranks up. All of these Xyz monsters rank up into the higher version of each other, and they have a quick play Xyz spell called Bug Signal, right? You target one of your insect XYZ monsters, and you special another monster that is 2 ranks higher than it. So it goes from 3 to 5 to 7, and then I think all of the smaller Xyz actually have effects that allow them to equip themselves to each other. Now, the problem with Digital Bugs as an archetype, right? The problem with Digital Bugs as an archetype is, if you go over here, if you go up here into the corner and you type in Digital Bugs, it comes up, right? Digital Bugs, huh? Okay, I guess it doesn't come up. I lied to you. Digital Bug, my bad. You type in Digital Bug, all right? So you see these, but when you try and tap related cards, nothing comes up, because for some reason in the game itself, they're not listed as an archetype. Like, they don't have cards that are related to each other. For some reason, despite all being from the same archetype and all only working with each other, they aren't related to each other. So I just typed in Digital Bug, and I got 3 copies of all of the cards that made sense. Actually, I think I got 3 copies of all of them. So this one has the effect whereby cannot be used for as an XYZ material, except for the XYZ summon of an insect monster, right? So when this face-up card is changed from attack position to defense position, special summon, I'm learning it with you because I built this just haphazardly. Special summon 1 level 3 insect monster from your deck in defense position. So if it's changed from attack to defense, you summon a monster from your deck. And if you summon an XYZ monster using this card as a material, it can attack all defense position monsters that your opponent controls. Okay, that's fair enough. What do you do? So that's okay. So I put 3 of those in the deck. It's only a normal. Oh, all of them are normals. That's not great. Okay, cool. So cannot be used. Okay, same. So I guess they can all only be used as XYZ summon insect monsters. That's fair enough. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up attack position monster you control and change it to defense position. If you do, special summon 1 level 3 insect monster from your hand in defense position. An XYZ monster that was summoned. Huh. I don't think I understood that. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up attack position monster and change it to. Okay, so if you manage to get this one out, and then you summoned this one, you'd be able to change it to defense position and then summon another one. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. What else do you do? And the defense of all monsters your opponent controls becomes 0 if you XYZ summon a monster with this card. Cool. All right, that's those two. What about you? Once per turn, if this card is in attack position, target one level 3 in your graveyard, change this card to defense position and special summon it. That seems pretty good. And this one makes it so your opponent can't activate cards until the end of the damage step. That seems decent. I think that would actually counter some of the Noble Knight floating, so that's good. Once per turn, when this face-up card is changed from attack... Okay, no, I've read this one. So is that it? Are those all of the Digital Bug cards? Because that is... I don't understand how this became a thing, right? I don't understand, because I know it's a free-to-play... archetype. No, that's literally everything. And then you have the Xyz monsters. I'll learn about those on the fly, I bet. Okay. So I don't really... in terms of what they do once they're on the field, that makes enough sense. But then how do you get them to that state, right? So if this face-up card is changed from attack position to defense position, so are there any spell cards that would allow me to do that faster? Are there any spell cards that would allow me to change my cards from attack position to defense position without that much of a hassle? Spells and traps increase change battle positions, and let's specifically look for spell cards because a trap would be too slow. So from the looks of it, I'm not. This isn't great. This is not great. Bubble shuffle. Okay. Nope. That does. Earthquake. This is good. Change all face-up monsters on the field to defense position. So if I run that at 3, then there's a good chance that if I end up with one of these on the field and I have like this in my hand, I'll be able to change my battle position relatively easily. Now, is there anything else that's better? Change to defense position. Nope, that's only my opponent. Ball face up. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help me either. Book of Moon is useful generally, but it changes you to face down defense position. So I don't think this effect would activate, would it? Your effect wouldn't activate if... Yeah, no, it wouldn't activate if you got flipped face down. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. That doesn't help either. I already added enemy controller, but not for the purpose of changing my own battle positions. So I think the best thing that I've got... is Earthquake. Yeah, I think the best thing that I've got is Earthquake to change my own battle positions. I think that makes sense as a card. And I guess let's give this a shot, I suppose. Let's give this a shot. Okay, so here's what I think that I'm supposed to do with this deck, right? Here's what I think I'm supposed to be doing with this deck. If I'm understanding these cards correctly, right? The biggest problem that I have with this deck is all of the monsters are supposed to get changed to defense position, right? But I don't know. I mean, in the situation, I've set you face down. You have very low attack, but you have high defense. So maybe I'm supposed to set you face down and end my turn. So you summon cards from the graveyard. You know what? I guess it doesn't matter in this instance because I have the cards that I need set up already. But let's give it a shot. Once per turn, when this face-up card is changed from attack position, add one level 3 into... When this card destroys a monster by battle, draw one card. And then with this one, if this card in fact attacks defense position, and this... I don't completely understand what's happening. I don't completely understand what's happening here, but at least I know I can XZ summon now. Digital bugs are hard to learn. That's why I wanted to do it. I wanted to challenge myself. Okay, so when you summon this card, I decided to battle against NPCs first, right? Let me do some battles against NPCs first and try and learn how the deck actually functions. And then in learning how the deck actually functions, I'll go from there, right? So 2 more level... Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach 2 materials from this card and target one monster your opponent controls, change its battle position, and negate its effects, okay? Once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can attach that destroyed monster to this card. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Most decks do better in Duel Links like a Roam Mage. That is true, actually. The format does help a lot of the slower decks, right? So I XZ summon into this, right? I XZ summon into you. Okay. What are these effects activating? So now, okay, so I have the effect that once per turn. So now that I've done that, I have the effect. If this card attacks a defense position monster, okay, that makes sense. And then this is... Okay, so if I destroy one of his monsters by battle with this, I get to draw 1 card. But I could rank up, right? I could rank up into the next monster here, which is detaching 2 materials from a rank 3 or 4 insect monster you control, and then use that monster's XYZ material. Also once per turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card, target 1 defense monster your opponent controls, and shuffle it into the deck. That's nice, I guess. You get to shuffle 1 monster back into the deck, but like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, so I'm not gonna rank up. I'm not going to rank up just yet, and I'm gonna actually try and attack and see what happens, right? So attack him. Huh. Wait, this has a quick play effect? Oh, okay. So I could have changed his battle position. What happens? What did I just do? Once per turn. Yes, attach, yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. I have another effect? Target 1 monster your opponent. I see. I think I'm starting to get it. I think I'm starting to get it little by little. Okay. Yo, Kamai Tachi-sama, nice to meet you, man. Digital Bugs Pog indeed, man. I'm really trying to figure out how this deck works. I want to figure out how it works against NPCs before I take it into battles on ladder, and then after I've taken it into a couple battles on ladder, I'm gonna battle people on stream. I'm gonna make a room and we'll battle there. So if you want to hang around for that, that's gonna be fun. But first I need to figure out how the deck actually works, because this is my first time trying to use the cards. The effects that I have at my disposal currently are: when this card, you draw 1 card when it destroys a monster by battle. If this one, okay, so I don't think there's anything else I can do this turn. I don't think, so I'll end my turn there. Okay, so I'm not gonna do anything. This is a quick play effect. So I can just quick play turn his monsters to defense position? That's beautiful. Right, okay, once per turn during either player's turn. So far, this is my favorite card in the deck, so far anyway. That seems like a great effect. I can explain how the deck works if you need help. I want to try and figure it out my smooth brain style first. However, if I'm about to misplay hard, please let me know. So first thing I'm going to do is detach 2 materials. I guess you and you. Detach 2 materials and change you to defense position, right? I can do that. And then I activate the quick play spell and rank up into a higher monster, right? How much attack does that monster have actually? What? Stop. No. Why? Why? Okay, I guess. Okay, so the NPC is bringing smoke, and I don't like that about myself. Okay, 1900 damage, that's no big deal. That's no big deal. You can just call me Kama, by the way. Thank you very much, Kama. I really appreciate that, and I will actually probably need your help at some point. You should have XYZ summoned the butterfly before. I see, so I should have gone into it beforehand. Why is that? Because it seemed like the rank 1 had the best effect, right? So with this, if this card gets changed to defense position, I get to special summon a monster. But none of the effects of the cards allow them to change their own battle positions. Attack to defense position. Yeah, all of these cards require me to go from attack to defense position, right? But they have no means of doing that on their own, which is really bad, I think. Right? Because how am I supposed to... Yeah, do I just not have a play anymore because of that? Is there just not a play anymore because of that? I mean, the bot has spell negation, so that's why I said that. Oh, I didn't know that. Their monsters are below 2,200 attack. Yeah, I just lost to a bot. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Initially, I didn't have the chat enabled. I'm going to enable the chat to show up in the recording. I'm going to have it so that the chat shows up in the recording. That way you can help coach me, right? Because initially I didn't want to do that because it's like, okay, if it's on YouTube and there's no chat, then it's confusing to the people watching it on YouTube. But I feel like I need the help. I feel like I genuinely need the help. So I'm going to enable chat for the recording. I don't usually have my webcam active. I don't usually use my webcam for YouTube videos because I don't really like having my personal face on YouTube for some reason. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so I'm gonna change that, and then yeah, we can keep on going. We all lose to bots eventually. The deck is weird to get used to at first, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to play. I hope you're right, sir. I hope you're correct, all right? So, here's what we're gonna do. You played it on KC, really? Really? Okay, you used this in KC Cup. That means it's not the deck. That means it really is me, and I need to evolve. I need to be better. I need to be stronger and faster. In some of the, I didn't really do much in terms of guides. I didn't really learn much about the deck beforehand. However, I did see some people using Weevil because he has a Parasite Infestation skill, which forces an insect monster onto your opponent's field and turns all their monsters to insect types, which I think is a really good counter for something like Blue Eyes, right? Because, not Blue Eyes, for Noble Knights, and I guess maybe Blue Eyes, right? Because if they're not warrior type monsters, their equipped spells fall off. So I thought that was really good. But yeah, with the hand like this, what do you do? What do I do with this hand, bro? Aren't digital bugs machines? No, digital bugs are all insects. Oh, I see why you would think they were machines. No, they're all insect monsters. So my thought process behind the deck is, have traps and back row that make it so that I can disrupt my opponent and just try and make it to the next turn so I can change myself to defense position. I put the spell Earthquake in the deck to try and make it so that I can change battle positions faster, but that's just one spell. So the entire deck is revolving around me opening with that spell, which isn't very consistent. So maybe the build that I've made for it is actually wrong. We'll find out. After this, I'll open up the build and maybe you can give me some tips, right? Really, Destiny Draw. If you bring the attack, okay, so you can draw your combo pieces. That does make sense. Destiny Draw is just a solid skill all around, so fair enough. So if I change this card from attack position to defense position, does it have an effect? Once per turn when this face, you can add 1 level 3 or lower insect monster. Okay, cool. So I've changed you to defense position. I get to draw one of the cards that will help me to XZ summon, right? What do you do? Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up attack position monster you control. So this is the main card, right? This is the main card, I bet. Digital Bug Web Soldier, I think, right? Because Web Soldier will allow you to change your own monster's attack positions, right? So for instance, if I were to summon Web Soldier right now, why can't I activate his effect? Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up attack position monster you control, change it to defense position, and if you do special summon, so that means it has to be a different, so I guess it has to be a different level 3 insect monster, I guess? I thought he could do it to himself, but I guess not. So you still need to have 2 monsters on the field. Web Soldier is the combo starter from the hand. And then Cocoon, you know what? After this duel, I'm going to open up my deck list, and I'm gonna show you what I'm working with, and maybe we can figure out how this is actually supposed to work, right? And when I say we, I mean me, because you already know what you're doing. Digital Bug Web Soldier made it so that all of his face-up monsters' defense went to 0, and this one made it so that when I destroy a monster by battle, I get to draw a card. So you said last time that the best thing to do is to rank up. So you summon your butterfly, right? So I use you as a material. But here's my question, right? If I do this, if I summon this ladybug, all of the effects that I had before are now gone, right? Like this level 3 monster gave me the ability to draw 1 card if I destroy a monster by battle, which is really nice, right? And then this one made it, well, I guess this one's effect already got used, but this one doesn't really have any, so now it doesn't have access to all of those cool effects, does it? So that doesn't seem ideal, right? So, do you play Gaia XYZ card in deck? Thumbs down. Yes, I play that card in this deck and in a lot of other decks because it's just really good for ranking up your rank 5 XCs when they're out of materials. So, you can also once per turn detach 1 XYZ material from this card and target 1 defense position your monster controls. Shuffle it into the deck. Okay. Change. You can attach 1. This is, so once per turn, if the battle position of a monster is changed, you can attach a monster from the graveyard. So I can send you back into the deck, right? So I send you back into the deck. That's fine, that's fair, I think. Can I rank up now? Okay, so I can't rank up. So that means I have to use the quick play spell to rank up if I want to rank up. Okay. So, you activate its effect, then attack, then you, okay, so if I'm understanding, you activate its effect, then attack, then use bug signal, attack again. I think I get it. So I have a question. if I change the battle position of that monster, if I change that monster's battle position, does this effect activate? Oh, why did I click no? Why did I click no? I'm bad. I'm bad at this game. Yo, why? Well, anyway, at least, I understand this much, right? I activate bug signal, and then I get to rank up again into a higher monster. So I guess the ideal hand for this deck is opening like 3 bug signals, right? Would the ideal hand be to open 3 bug signals? So you rank up into Rhino, right? You rank up into Rhino, and this is game. Although I don't feel like I piloted the deck properly and knew what I was doing. I kind of just got lucky. One at least, 1 bug signal is ideal. Okay, fair enough. Attack charge would be better since you want to get lethal when you play attack. Okay, you can play different skills actually. The deck is not tied to one skill. Okay, then that being the case, comma, because maybe bug signal, maybe parasite infestation isn't the way then, because my thought process was, okay, disrupt my opponent and everything, but having this card in the deck isn't making the deck any faster. It's just a 3,000 damage. So I guess I do this. My entire strategy up until now has revolved around just disrupting my opponent and making it so that they can't hurt me, and I make it to my next turn and hopefully get to draw a relevant monster, right? But let me watch what you do and try and learn how the deck works. Quick play spell, that is a smart thing to do. That is a smart thing to do, sir. And you have Destiny Draw. So if you use Cosmic Cyclone with Destiny Draw, then you're more likely to get what you want out of it. Okay. So I have a feeling that might be the same card that we've both set face down. Okay, beautiful, right? I think. Okay, so normal summon this, right? I normal summon this card, and then I Exi summon into this card. Now, if I use these 2 cards as materials, this card makes it so that, okay, you can't activate cards until the end of the damage step. And this card makes it so that when I destroy a monster by battle, I get to draw 1 card, right? So if I do this, if I just crash straight into you, what happens? Does this work? Am I okay? Am I healthy? Am I protected? Huh? What is this? Once per turn during, you can attach 2 materials from this card and target one monster you're going to change its battle position, and if you do, it has its effects negated until the end of the turn. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a good idea, maybe, potentially. That way I hurt you mildly, maybe. Oh, that's not the monster I thought it was. Okay, that's fair enough, I guess. But you can't activate. Wait, I thought you couldn't activate anything. I thought this card's whole thing was that you couldn't activate anything. What am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, so I'm going to enemy controller that and change it to the, wait, but if I change it to defense position, you gain a benefit, don't you? You gain a benefit if I do that. Okay, this might be a mistake. Is this a mistake? Once per turn, when this face-up card is changed from attack position to defense position, you can special summon. So you do get to special summon if I do this, don't you? You get to special summon a monster if I do this. Do you not get to special summon? I'm so confused. Huh? Activate the effect? Yes. Yes, I want to activate the effect. Okay. And then I use this to rank up into this, right? You made it so that no spells affect me. Damn it, I forgot. I have a smooth brain. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Lance negated it. Right. Okay, so we'll try that again. That was a misplay on my part, a heavy misplay. Okay, so I've lost my spell. I'm learning. Okay, so once per turn, you can detach 2 materials. I don't think I have 2 materials. I have 1 material. That's not a good thing. What about you? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Normal summon this, and then activate this effect, right? Activate Earthquake to change myself to defense position. And I do get an effect, okay? So who do I add to my hand is the question. When the card is changed from attack position to defense position, cannot be used to return this card is attack position. I guess you, just in case anything goes wrong. But but I can't really do anything else, can I? I might have made some mistakes along the way. I might have made some... I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes along the way. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. So, okay, he sets a card. Your turn is done. So you haven't drawn another monster, and that's the only reason why I'm still alive, I bet. This card, right? So, if you do insert monster from your hand in defense position, and XYZ, if it... Okay, so here's my idea. Here's my idea. Summon this, and then go into a bug. Go into this bug specifically, right? So summon into this, and make the defense of that monster 0, right? Make the defense of that monster 0 with his effect. That's how it works, right? Is that how it works? Is that not how it works? Hello? That's how it works. Okay, beautiful. Then I can rank up into the butterfly over here and do this, okay? Send these 2 cards to the graveyard. Normal summon, special summon the butterfly, okay? Digital bug, core edge. Now, what is your effect? This is where I start to get a little bit confused, right? You can attach 2 materials from this rank, and then using the... Okay, once per turn, detach 1 material, target 1 defense position monster your opponent controls, shuffle it into the deck. I guess that makes sense as something to do. Or I can special summon... So how do you get to the rank 7 one? Do you have to use that spell to get to the rank 7 one? Okay. I feel like I'm learning but not understanding, if that makes sense. And I get to draw a card. And I get to steal your monster. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, I'll be honest. I think this one might be my favorite one. I think this one might be my favorite one to use. So what does that one do? You can also summon this card by detaching 2 materials from a rank 5 or 6. So it has to have 2 materials. Then using that material monster as the XYZ material. Huh. So how many materials does this have? It only has 2, so that means I can only rank up once, and that only has 1 material. How do I give my monsters more materials? Oh, wait a second. Hey, I drew this. When did I draw? Did I draw that this turn? Is it this turn that happened? I might keep on using Parasite Infestation. Huh? Why is my brain so smooth? Your deck consists of insect monsters, so you got to choose which insect monster you wanted it to be. It doesn't work against other insect decks. Got it. I've learned. At least I learned something. Who are you? Change all effect monsters on the field to defense position. What does that do? Huh? I have an effect? Oh! That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so I can just attach monsters? I can just attach monsters to this? That's pretty damn cool. Also, that trap is really good. Change all effect monsters on the field to defense position and make their... So Curse of Anubis. I'm gonna add Curse of Anubis to my deck. Curse of Anubis is a really good card, I think, then. Okay. All right, that's fine. Change yourself to defense position. And you get to special summon a monster from the hand. Wait, what? What? Does that can I do that every single time a monster changes to defense position, no matter whose monster it is? That is so cool. Bro, this deck is so cool. Okay. Okay, I'm learning. I'm evolving. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so you change all... Okay, you can attack all my monsters once each, and you make all of my defenses 0. Okay, that's fair enough. So what are you going to do? So you can attack both of these monsters, and they will both have 0 defense, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So unless... Okay, so here's what I think I need to do. Here's what I think I need to do here. Is this. Activate this effect, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if this is actually how it works. and then change your battle position. Give you back those and change your battle position. So unless I've gotten something wrong, that should work, right? You can't change back, can you? Huh? What is that? Bug emergency? In your graveyard, special summon them, but they're effective negated. You can banish this card and one XYZ monster from your grave of all equal to the banished monster's rank until the end of the turn. That's so confusing. What? Monster for the rest of the turn except insect monsters. You can only activate. I have no idea what's happening. Bug emergency. I didn't know about that card. Okay. So I think I just lost. I thought I was getting the hang of this. Dang it. Okay, so you made that and then you ranked up into that. But when that one is summoned, now you're gonna shuffle a monster back into the deck. Okay. I mean, I lost regardless, but I did learn a lot from just this duel. This was very, very fun. I think the more that I play with these cards, the better I'm going to get. I'm actually really excited. Now, my biggest takeaways from that duel were Curse of Anubis, the trap card, and the Bug Emergency trap card. I didn't know that they had a trap card like that. Thank you so much for that. What's it called? Kama, honestly, thank you so much for that, Kama. I want to make a few changes to the deck based on that. Science Square, nice to meet you, man. Welcome to the room. Hop in, let's throw hands. I'm learning to play digital bugs. I'm trying to get good with the deck. So, that Curse of Anubis card, do I have that? Is that something that's at my disposal? Curse and trap card specifically. Dang it, I don't have it. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so I guess I just have to manage with Earthquake then. I just have to manage with Earthquake. But what about that bug card that you used? Target 2 level 3 insect monsters in your graveyard and special summon them, but their effects are negated. That kind of sucks, but you can banish this card and one XYZ monster from your graveyard. The level of all, So this is a comeback card, and this card lets you come back hard. Okay, that was a good rhyme. The graveyard, all levels become equal to the band until the end of this turn. You cannot special summon monsters except insect type monsters. That seems quite good. So if I'm understanding correctly, I don't think I want 3 of this card, and I don't think I want 3 of this card, and I think that's the monster ratio I want. I think I want to take out, I don't want to use Weevil anymore. I'm gonna take out those. I'm gonna keep Earthquake in. Enemy Controller is a good card, but it doesn't really help me. I don't think. So do they have any other bug cards that I just was not aware of? Right, I saw this. All insect monsters you control, you can target one insect monster you control, attach one insect from your hand to that monster as an XYZ material. But this deck doesn't have a lot of draw power. I don't want to just be giving up materials from my hand, do I? Unless I've used this effect. Because yeah, the draw power isn't excellent, I don't think. What else? So it's just those two. That I wasn't already using. Maybe what do you Kama, what do you think about running this at 1? What do you think about running this field spell at 1? Because I feel like it could be useful. It gives me a bit more attack and defense. And specifically, I want the rank 5 to be able to rank up into the rank 7 on its own. It can only, so every time a monster's, shuffle into that one. If the battle position of a monster on the field is changed once per turn, you attach one insect monster to this card as a material. Okay, that makes sense. You can also attaching 2 materials from a rank 5 XYZ, because I want to get 2 materials on it so I can go into this, right? If this card attacks events, inflict piercing, that makes sense. Once per turn during either player's turn, detach 1 material and destroy the face-up monster your opponent controls with the highest defense. Okay, I feel like I'm understanding. I'm getting a bit more familiar with it. The effects of this card make sense to me now. I know how to get it onto the field. I know what it does. It shuffles monsters back into the deck, which is really good. This card is the one that has this one has more effects than you would expect it to, I think. You'll post the deck list. Thank you so much. I will check that deck list and make amendments as necessary. Now, if you do, it has this effect negated to the end of the turn. Once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle. Okay, so you can detach 2 materials, change a monster's battle position. The problem with detaching 2 materials from this card is, if I detach 2 materials from this card, I can no longer go into the rank 5, right? Because for the rank 5 to be summoned, I have to detach 2 materials, right? So that means I won't be able to go into the rank 5 if I use this monster's effect. Unless I have Bug Signal, right? Once per turn, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard. So I think what the play with this deck is you use the rank 3 and you try and destroy, and correct me if I'm wrong, you use the rank 3 and you try and destroy some monsters that your opponent controls using the rank 3 monster, right? That way you have more materials, so that way when you go into the rank 5 monster, you have the 2 materials already equipped, or you use Earthquake, or you just change this card to defense position or something. This is all about going from attack position to defense position. I need more cards that change my battle position. I need more cards that change my battle position. So let's cancel this. Let's cancel this. Spells and traps, change battle positions, filter, right? There's gotta be something in here, right? Because I feel like I remember when I was building a Gear Gia deck, when I built a Gear Gia deck, there was a card that I saw. This card, Desert Sunlight. Desert Sunlight. It's not as good as Curse of Anubis because your card makes your card is also defensive. Curse of Anubis will make it so that my opponent's monsters can't attack me, whereas this only affects my own monsters. However, it's something. It's something because I don't have Curse of Anubis. I'm learning to play this deck, and yeah, negate the effect. Huh. This might actually be a good one too. Memory loss would work very well with Digital Bug Core Badge because I would get more materials from my graveyard. So I think Memory Loss is a good trap card to use. Wait, what's Nightmare Shark doing in that deck? I put Nightmare Shark in case, like, let's say the duel is going well and I just want to go for lethal, right? I'll just use Nightmare Shark. Wait, hold on. I just realized that I can't use it. They can only summon insect monsters. They can only summon insect monsters. Thank you for calling me out on that. That's so stupid. Why would I do that? Okay, so I think I should have 2 of this, right? Two of all of the monsters. I feel like that makes sense. So let's save this. Ah, that was a good catch. You can't use Shark because all of the monsters. Right. I have a smooth brain. Okay, so I think I'm going to take out Canadia because Canadia doesn't affect my monsters. It's just extra disruption. Take out Canadia in favor of Memory Loss. That way I can change my opponent's battle position and negate their effect, which I think is really good, right? Negate the effect. So that's good disruption. I think it's a free negate effectively. Change when there's a phase whose current level that doesn't help me. I feel like a lot of these I went through this list slightly. And it didn't really help me, right? I didn't see a lot of cards that I thought would be like crazy good, but Desert Sunlight is a good catch. I'm glad I saw Desert Sunlight because I think that's good. Spell Absorbing Life. Flip all face down to I don't feel like Spell Absorbing Life really works here though. I don't feel like Spell Absorbing Life really works here if I'm being completely honest. Try Giga Brilliant. Who's Giga Brilliant? Giga Brilliant. Giga Brill, because I don't know how to spell brilliant. Let's turn this off and turn this off. Ooh, you sir are smart. You sir are smart. Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm going to take one of these out because I'm rarely going to be able to get into that, I think. That is a good call. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. How do I say your name? Sign Square X? I'm gonna assume it's Sign Square X. Sign Square X. Thank you. What's it called? Would Book of Moon help? Actually, I don't think Book of Moon would help. And let me tell you why I don't think Book of Moon will help. Book of Moon will only let me change them to face down defense position, and these cards' effect won't activate if they're face down. So I don't think Book of Moon is a good shout in this deck, right? I don't think Book of Moon is a good shout. Keep 3 Scaradiner. Which one is Scaradiner? Scaradiner. Huh? Who are you? I'm not sure what that means. Should you have something to recycle? I don't think this deck is very good at recycling. I don't think this deck is going to be very good at recycling because Actually, wait, would it be good at recycling? Because they attach their materials from the graveyard to the monsters on the field. So they wouldn't recycle as much as they would get themselves more materials. Opponent will disrupt you if you don't have 3 Scaradiner. It'll be a premature end to your game. No pathway to XYZ. Who's Scaradiner? Am I missing something? Who's? Oh, it's this one. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, but if I play 3 of that, then that means I only have 1 of the butterfly, right? Is that really safe? Is that really safe if you spent too long getting to them? Not really. Cocoon can do the job. You think so? Okay, Cocoon can do the job. Fair enough. They don't work because they don't care if it's face down or face up, just defense. The trap and the cocoon do recycle though. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I'm learning. Again, I'm evolving. My understanding of how this deck functions is getting better. You can replace, so you don't think Giga Brilliant is a good, because 2 level 3, because all monsters you control currently gain 300 attack. It seems like a good card to use. I'm gonna favorite it and maybe come back to it. I'll maybe come back to it because I'm scared of not having enough resources is the thing, right? I'm scared of not having enough. Now, I don't want this to be a 24 card deck is the thing. Actually, maybe balance. Could I use balance with this deck? Could I use balance with this deck actually? Hold on. Because I want 3 of this and 3 of this. I'll take out these. I feel like this could very easily be a balanced deck if I just throw in 1 more trap. If I just throw in like one decent trap, which I can do relatively easily, right? Just throw in a trap and turn this into a balanced deck instead of a Parasite Infestation deck, right? So what trap what trap would I want to throw in here? Tribute 1 monster that doesn't help me. Destroy that monster and draw 1 card. That could be good. Yeah, I think that could be good. Unless I'm missing, I don't think Karma Cut would really help this deck. I don't think Countergate would help this deck. Because this deck is all about battle positions. They don't want their resources in the graveyard. Maybe this and oh, I can only have 2 limit 2 cards. Okay, yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm happy with this as the way for the deck to look, I think, okay? So let me give it balance. Okay, and let's throw hands with someone who's in the room. I don't want to do a mirror match this time though, if that's okay, Kama. I want to do, yes, change my active character, right? I want to battle something that's not digital bugs, and then I'll come back after that and then battle you again with digital bugs, if that's okay. I'll just hop onto this. Axel and Santio, I will come back in just a second. Let me try this out and see just a random deck and see how the duel goes. So with a hand like this, what do I want to do? Okay, negate the effect, This is a Lightsworn deck, it looks like. Cannot be, when this face-up card is changed from attack to add 1 level 3 insect monster from your deck to your hand. That doesn't really help me though, does it right now? Target 1 level 3 in your graveyard, change this card to defense position. Okay, I guess I have an idea of what I want to do. It's only an idea though, so let's give it a shot. Okay, Fortune Lady every turn 1. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so. Damn it. Damn it. Fortune Lady every can only change face-up monsters. Right? You can banish 1 face-up monster. Okay, so don't have a face-up monster then. Easy. Set this, and I set this. I think that's the way. I think that's the way. Wait, did I set the wrong card! I set the wrong card! I'm stupid! I'm stupid! I hate it here. I hate it here, bro. Okay. It's not over. What do I do here? See, now my life would be a lot easier if I didn't have a smooth brain and I didn't set the wrong card, right? How did I do that? What are you doing? Stop. Stop. Why? Why? Levianeer, and that was, hold on, you banished a light, a dark, and a, okay, so that means I need to negate this. Okay. So, I'm kind of screwed. If I had set the right card, I wouldn't be kind of screwed, but in this instance, I am kind of screwed. And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. Now, is there anything that I can do? Hold on, what does this card do? What does this card say? Once per turn, when this face-up card is changed, it has to be face-up to begin with. Damn it. It has to be face-up to begin with. I have an idea, though. I have an idea. If I'm understanding how these cards work, that's not useful, but okay. Normal summon this. Okay, so once per turn, this card, you can target one level 3 insect and change this card to defense. So maybe this was actually a good thing in some languages, I guess. Right? Change each defense position and then summon this card, right? Now that I've summoned this card, when you summon a monster, if this card cannot be activated, okay, that makes sense. And when this one destroys a monster, you draw one card, okay? So, here's what I'm going to do. I XYZ summon this monster first and foremost, right? I XY summon this caterpillar, right? Right. If you do, it has this effect negative. Okay, target one monster, you can change its battle position, and if you do, it has its effect negative for the rest of the turn. Once per turn, with the dispersion button, send it to the graveyard. Okay, so, I have an idea. Change its battle position, if you do, it has its effect negative for the rest of the turn. Once per turn, when this card destroys a monster, and sends it to the graveyard. Do I have an idea? No, I don't have an idea, actually. I take that back. I take that back significantly. But if I'm understanding how this deck works, I can rank up into the rank 5, right? But I have to detach 2 materials. That's okay. That's okay, I think, right? I detach 2 materials, rank up into the rank 5, right? What does this do? Now, I can detach 1 XYZ material and target 1 defense, shuffle it into the deck. Okay, so I then do this, right? I then do this so I don't have to deal with you next turn, because you're just gonna float right back if I don't do this. Do this with you, set you, right? Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Can I attack? Okay, and I can attack, so I get rid of you. Beautiful. Hey, yo! That actually worked out relatively well. I feel like I figured out a puzzle that was in front of me. Okay, I very much enjoyed that. Let's go. Let's go. What do you have next? Don't have anything else, please. I'm really not ready for you to have anything else at your disposal, because that was all of my brain. Yo, let's go. Let's go, digital bugs. That's a GG, Sanja. Thank you. I feel like I'm slowly getting the hang of this. I feel like I'm slowly gaining an understanding for what I'm supposed to do. I'm not good with this deck. Don't worry, I'm not good with this deck either. I think this hand might be garbage, but I could be wrong about that. So I guess the hardest thing to do with this deck is to get started, right? It's the grinding the gears and like getting your pace up and everything to try and get into your monsters, cubics. I don't know how to fight a cubic deck. All I know is I can't destroy that monster, I don't think. Can I? Cannot be destroyed by battle. You can flip this. Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. I don't think. I hope. Let's see here. Okay. Cannot be used with it except for the XYZ summon. Okay, that's fair enough. So all I need to do is make it to next turn, right? What do? Place this card face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous button. If you place one cube, cannot attack, also negate their effects. That would not be good. If this card is treated, you can special summon this card. So you're just gonna keep on recycling that. I don't want that to happen, so I'm not going to attack into you. I'll bide my time. I'll bide my time. Let's go. Let's go. I feel like the most confusing part of this is the effects that all of them give to the XYZ monsters, because it's a lot easier if a monster's effect is written on the monster. You just read the card. But in order to read the effect that you give to another card, I have to go back to this card and learn it. So it's best to probably memorize the effects that are written on the little cards. So this one makes it so I can attack all face-up defense position monsters. Okay. And this one makes it so that I can draw a card. Huh? Stop that. Why are you doing that? Hello? You can place this card in. Okay, fair enough. I guess I can live with that. But you don't take battle damage? Why? Why don't you take battle damage? Is that, you know what? It's probably me being smooth brain. Never mind. Okay, so here's the plan. This card's effect will not activate now because of that cubic counter, right? Okay, that's a good card to have in hand. What about you? When this card is changed from attack position, you can add one level 3 insect monster from your deck to your hand. So I will I will do that. Yes, I will do that. I will do that. Right? So, change you from here. Nope, don't chain anything. To here. Beautiful. And now because he got flipped to defense position, I can do other things. That's not going to work though, is it? Centibit can't activate its effect. Can he? Yeah, it was a lie. Hey. Okay, so the card to add to my hand should be you, right? You can target one phase of attack position monster you control, change its defense position, and if you do, special summon one level 3 insect monster. Huh. I feel like the cocoon might be more useful given what's about to transpire, I think. Because now, if I XZ summon, I think that thing that you have equipped just falls right off, doesn't it? It just falls right off, I think. So I do this with you, first and foremost. Okay, so, what effects did I just gain? I can attack all defense position monsters once each, and when I destroy a monster by battle, draw one card, but you can't be destroyed by battle. So the thing to do in this situation is to rank up into the butterfly, I think. Rank up into butterfly on top of Buddy Boy here. Send those to the grave. And because I used earthquake, your monsters are in defense position, which means that I can activate this effect in order to send you back, right? Because since you're, okay, beautiful. I just send you back into the deck. That's lovely. That's lovely to look at. Okay. So I think I've done it. I think I'm actually getting the hang of this deck, yo. So with this deck, you're basically just sending monsters back to the graveyard, or rather back to the deck, and if you have a bug signal, that's basically like having not basically, you have a quick play XZs, right? So I rank up into the next stage, the next process of my evolution, which is this rhinoceros for some reason, right? And then, yeah, I think that's lethal. Unless you have something. Don't have something, please. Stop. Beautiful, it's a GG. It's a GG, thank you, bro. So, once per turn you can target one. So I should start with this, right? No? I start with this, I think. And I set these cards face down and end my turn. I feel like the only thing that I'm not understanding yet is how to start, right? I'm having a hard time. If you go turn 1 with digital bugs, not even just turn 1, if you're starting your combos with digital bugs, I feel like they have a very, very slow start. Like you have to turn 1, pass, and then not get destroyed on the next turn in order to use digital bugs well, which is difficult to say the least. I want to see if there's any other insect-based support that I can throw in there though. Huh. Maybe I should have summoned this in attack position. I think I should have summoned this in attack position actually when I think about it, right? Because if I summon this in attack position and then I use Desert Sunlight on his turn, I get changed to defense position and then I can special summon a different monster, right? There's nothing I can do to stop this. Except I could have tributed my monster. I could have tributed my monster and taken his. Why do I only think about these things after the fact, bro? Why do I do this? Why? Why did you get rid of him? So I realized on this turn that on my last turn, I could have popped off because imagine this, right? Imagine a situation where I normal summon this in attack position, right? I normal summon this, then on his turn, I change it to defense position and I summon a second monster, right? Now stay with me on this. I enemy controller his monster and take it, put my monster in the graveyard. That way I have one monster on the field and his monster. Then come my turn, I summon the larva thing to get my monster out of the graveyard. I've got 3 monsters on the field. That would have been a big brain play, but my brain is smooth, unfortunately. Oh, my effect still goes off though, doesn't it? No, my effect doesn't still go off. Damn it, because it went down first and then it got flipped back face up. Oh man. It feels bad. It feels bad when a plan doesn't come together. What about my prospects? Okay. Is there a way out of this situation? I feel like I'm missing something, right? Like, how do I start faster with this deck? Okay, battle phase, that's fine. Let's make it to next turn first and foremost, right? Make it to next turn. You probably can't destroy me using that. unless I'm just smooth-brained. Why? 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 Oh, it's a GG. It's a GG. Ah, you hate to see it, ladies and gentlemen. You hate to see it. That's a GG, man. Well played. Absolutely well played. I feel like if I was comfortable and familiar with this deck, I probably would have played that, because I realized after the first turn how I could have played the first turn better. But that was a GG regardless. Sorry, no. I swear, I want you to go all out. I love it when people go out all out when we stream. Like literally yesterday, I had a challenge where every time I lost, I would do 10 push-ups because I was trying to get ready for a tournament that I was competing in that night. And so I told everyone to go as hard as they could to try and make me do push-ups because I want people to go all out. If I'm trying to learn how to play this deck and you guys don't go all out when you battle me, I'm never going to learn how to play this deck, you know? Okay, so is there anything that I can do with this hand? I guess I do this. Once per turn, if this card is in attack position, there's nothing in my graveyard, so it doesn't, that effect isn't useful right now. And this, I guess, right? And that's all I can do. That's all I can do, I think. Oh no. So I think this might be a GG. Is there anything I can do in this situation that helps me? I don't think there is. Yeah, there's nothing really that I can do in this, unless, so the only thing that I can top deck into that will help me is if I top deck into a digital cocoon condenser, I think. Actually, no, that's not true. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. So I think, do I have too many spells and traps in this deck? I wanted it to be a balanced deck, but maybe balance isn't working for me because I haven't been opening very strong and I don't have, So I have one more chance. I have one more shot at not being a failure. And I need to take it, all right? Digital bugs, work with me. I know I haven't treated you well in the past. I know I meaned on you, but work with me. Give me a monster. Give me a monster card, please. Thank you, Jesus. Wait, what? What does this one do? Change one. You can add one level 3 insane monster from your deck to your hand. That doesn't help me, bro. Bro, hold on. Okay, so if I you really need to top deck into the right monster here, don't you? Right? Because if I let's say I turn this to defense, what do? You just reduce my attack, don't you? You just reduce attack if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's okay. So if I change this to defense position, I don't need to use both. I change you to defense position and I get to draw a card, right? But do any of these effects activate from the hand? I don't think they do. So why is that a useful effect? I think I want to take that one out of the deck. I think I want to take that card out of the deck because just drawing a card isn't very useful. It doesn't help me to make any plays. Yeah, because there's no cards in the deck that will do anything from the hand that will help me if I'm not mistaken. I mean, if I were to make it to next turn, this card would be able to help me, sure. But as things currently stand, yeah, I changed my monster to defense position and I can't make plays still. So I think I'm gonna take this card out. This is a GG. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for wasting so much time. I'm learning to play the deck on stream. So I'm trying to go through, but that's a GG. That's a GG. You pressed me and I appreciated that. That was a clean game. Tried many different builds of digital bugs in the last 2 months and you settled on a 24 card balance build. But I feel like I keep on drawing spells and traps. And the key monsters that I want, I'm not getting, so I don't understand. Let's go again. I want to change the deck a little bit before we go again. Keep the card as one copy. I think that's a good idea. A good way to learn digital bugs is to watch plays with someone experienced with it. The deck is very nuanced and interesting. I wanna make a few changes, right? And you're right, watching someone else who knows what they're doing would be very, very useful. But at the same time, I like percussive maintenance, where you beat a problem with the stick as hard as you can until it's no longer a problem. So percussive maintenance, you just keep on trying it until you get it. That's how I tend to learn best. What card? So if I take you out, because you were the card that I bricked on, let's take you out and run you at 1. The problem is now, and I see why I kept on drawing spells, I barely have any monsters in the deck now. So I don't think I want to run balance. I think I'll run Destiny Draw instead. I'll run Destiny, because you suggested Destiny Draw to begin with. Let me try out Destiny Draw and see how it works. Let me take out some of these cards, because this I just threw in just because. Earthquake is the card that you really want to see. Desert Sunlight as well. And let's try a 20 card version of this deck and see how it goes. Let's try a 20 card version of the deck and see how it goes, right? You can duel the guy with bugs and you can watch so you can learn what he does. Actually, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Who's using, okay, Sign, beautiful, beautiful. Can you use Digital Bugs and go up against Axel and let me watch, right? In the room, I'm the kite, PFP in the room. Okay, cool. No, it's fine. So let me hop on and watch Axel and Sign duel, actually. Axel, that's a beautiful idea. Thank you for that. So, where are you guys? Okay, I found Axel. So Sign, if you hop on a table with Axel, let's watch what they do. Let's watch what Sign does while he's playing Axel, and that'll give me some ideas. And then after I watch them, Kama, I want to go against you again because I feel like I'm ready to try and battle you again since you actually know what you're doing with Digital Bugs. So I'll watch these guys, see what Sign does as his startup. Because in terms of how the deck functions after you've started up, I feel like I understand that a bit better now. In terms of how you get to that point, though, is what I'm still struggling with. So I'll do that, then I'll battle Kama, and then I'll just go through and battle people in the chat back and forth. I've been meaning to battle Nick, so I'll battle Nick next. And then I don't know who else I'm still owing a battle as well. So let's go. Right, King of the Gods as well wants to battle. Okay, so Axel, I think, is playing Magician Girls. He's either playing Magician Girls or Gravekeepers, I think. So let's see how you open. Like, what's the best opening thing you can do in a situation like this? Let's go. You misclicked? That's okay, man. That's okay. Man, I'm trying to test my new deck. Could you help me? Yeah, you guys help each other. So you want to open on Earthquake. Earthquake needs to be in your opening hand. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. So if Earthquake is in your opening hand, you can make your turn 1 Xyz plays and make your plays on turn 1. My biggest problem was I was struggling to go turn 1 with it. But then, is there a skill? Is there any way to guarantee Earthquake in your hand turn 1 is the issue? I feel like it's hard to guarantee Earthquake in your hand, but you can't make turn 1 plays unless you open Earthquake in your hand. But that was exactly what I was trying to figure out. That was my primary problem, not being able to make turns on my plays on my first turn. So if you have that quick play spell in your hand right now, okay, so you go into Gaia. Why? Why do you go into Gaia instead of? Because my thinking is if you stay on your own Xyz monster, then you can rank up and down as the need arises on your opponent's turn. But with Gaia, you can't still make those Xyz plays. So I'm not sure. Okay, fair enough. Now with this on the card, how would Digital Bugs respond to something like this? Because I'm actually curious. What would you do in a situation like this? And also, would it not be better? You'll help me? Beautiful. Thank you. I'll battle you as well. We'll go back and forth. Now, Ranger, as you were saying, Draw Sense Spell, right? Draw Sense Spell, I feel like would be good, but I would have to take that damage first, and it doesn't guarantee my turn 1 plays. My biggest problem with this deck right now is I'm having trouble figuring out how to make plays turn 1. What? But that's not a Digital Bug. Bro, it makes sense. Hold on. So that card and a card in your hand is a free Xyz card. So that card isn't for starting, it's for following up. So that card is for your follow-up plays. Okay. Because now you can do the whole chain all over again. So I guess that's why you weren't worried about going into Gaia. So if you can turn him to defense position, you can bounce him back. What did that? Okay, you did that. Web Soldier did that. Also changed him to... So Web Soldier, I think, is the best card for following up. And it's also just a good card generally, I guess. So you go into this. But you haven't negated its effects, have you? Because when you target it, if it gets targeted, it's going to activate its effect, no? Unless I'm missing something. I think so. Magician Girls are a pain to OTK. Okay, so you can't really OTK Magician Girls with them. Okay, that's why you... Oh, let's go. You can start with it as well as you draw Web Soldier. Web Soldier with any other Digibug. So Web Soldier... I thought Web Soldier couldn't use its effect on itself. Wait, how did you do that? You don't target. You don't target. That's how you did it. Wait, what? Why didn't he activate his Kite Roid? Why didn't you? Once per turn during either play, attachment to destroy one. Right, that makes sense. That made sense. Why couldn't you? Why didn't the Kite Roid activate? Axel says his graveyard was negated, right? So I'm trying to understand. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I learned a lot just by watching that. So that means the card that you open with. So you really what you want to see is either you open with an Earthquake or you open with the Web Soldier, and that's the best way to open with this deck. I want to play now. I want to play now. Okay, cool. So go with Kama. I'm understanding this deck better. I'm understanding this deck better, and I love it. I absolutely love it. This is fun. My favorite part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is deck building and like learning how different things work and learning how to combine your cards and chain your cards and do different effects. So learning a deck on stream with you guys is so much fun because we're sharing ideas and bouncing back and forth. The build that I'm using now is completely different from what I was using before. Am I going first or second? I wasn't paying attention. So this is ass. This hand is cancer. Okay. I mean, all of these cards I would say are good. All of these cards I would say are essential, but none of them help me in this situation, I guess. So this is just a straight up brick, right? But I guess I've got Destiny Draw, so Destiny Draw might actually turn this brick into something good. Never mind, never mind. So this is actually decent. Who the hell? Why? What are you? That's not enough to proc my Destiny Draw either. Why have you done this? The biggest benefit of Blue Eyes is Destiny Draw, right? Because the big monsters. But no, not even that. I can't be happy, I guess. You have too many spells and traps. I think you are right. Kama bricked as well. Good. I'm glad you bricked. This card doesn't help me in this situation. I think you're right. I think I have too many spells and traps versus my monster, so I need to change the ratio. I think the ratio of my spells and traps to my monsters is off because I keep on opening more spells than anything else. Cards of Consonance, I hate you. Yeah, I keep on opening more spells and traps than anything else, unfortunately. Activate a spell. Charge of the Light Brigade? What is this deck? You were serious when you said this is a meme build. Okay, you love to see it. You love to see it. Most digital bug players play barely any spells and traps. Okay, I guess in my mind, I felt like I needed to rely on the spells and traps to carry the deck. Maybe because I wasn't comfortable with the deck as of yet. I think Earthquake is essential. I feel like Earthquake is essential for your starting plays, right? Everything else, however, I feel like might be inconsequential. I think you're right on that point. For instance, Enemy Controller has been helping, but I don't know if Enemy Controller is essential. If I don't draw a monster, then I know that I have too many spells and traps in this deck. I absolutely know that I have too many spells and traps in this deck. You give me a monster, please. Thank you. Okay, so here's what I think is the best thing to do. So what does this card do? Target one level 3 to change it to defense position, and if you do special summon, okay, so that doesn't help me here. That doesn't help me, but this does, right? This absolutely does, right? So Earthquake, everything on the field to defense position. I feel like Earthquake needs to be at 3. I feel like this deck does not work without Earthquake, or maybe I'm just overhyping the card in my mind. I feel like Earthquake needs to be at 3 in order to function. Now, now in this situation, who do I summon? Is the biggest question, right? When this card is changed, okay, so I guess I determine it by their effects this way. Okay, all of his monsters are already in defense position, so I don't need that card. I already have this one and I already have this one, so I guess it makes sense to go into this one, right? I think that makes sense. Best open is either Web Soldier, Centipede, Earthquake. Okay, if I'm unlucky enough to have another play whatever, and aggressively protected. Okay, that makes sense. I'm learning, and that's dangerous for everyone, right? So here's what I think makes sense. Here's what I think makes sense here. No, that doesn't. If I steal his monster, do I have lethal? Do any of these? Which one lets you attack every monster? This card attacks it. You cannot activate cards. Attack all defense position monsters. Okay, so I'd leave that one where it is, and I think the play here is, to tribute one monster, tribute Buddy in the middle, and take his blue eyes. Give me this. It's mine now. It's mine, right? Change you to attack position. I'm beginning to understand. I'm beginning to understand everything, right? Take you and take you, right? Take you and take you. Okay, now, what do I do next? Because I didn't think of anything past this point. Hold on. Digital bug, once with target one monster, but change the battle position. If you do, it has its effects negated until the rest of the, When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle center, you use this card as an XYZ material. Okay, so did I feel like I might have made a mistake somewhere in my line of thought. Hold on. Because here's what I'm thinking, right? Here's what I'm thinking. And tell me if I'm stupid, please. Tell me if I'm stupid. I want to activate this. Okay, I think I misplayed. And I think I know how I misplayed. I think I might have misplayed. Because my thought process was I should have stolen his blue eyes after I did this, is what I think, right? Because my thought process was, because what I wanted to do was activate that effect so that I could summon Rhinoceros, right? Summon Rhinoceros, detach those materials, summon Rhinoceros, right? But then I wanted his blue eyes to be in attack position. And so that was my mistake, right? That was the mistake that I made, unfortunately. So I don't think I get to make the crazy play that I had in mind, but I still get to make a play, which is nice, right? Okay, so, I am running out of time. I was thinking too much. So I misplayed that hard, right? I misplayed that exceptionally hard. I'm a bit disgusted with myself, but at least now next time I know what to do. So the monster steal should come last. That way I can change it to attack position, right? Because I want to be able to change the, oh crap. I want to be able to change his card to attack position once I steal it. So that means after the second flip, that's when I have to steal his monster. I think I had a good theory in my head. I didn't activate Rhino because I didn't want to, I wouldn't have had lethal if I did, right? I wouldn't have had lethal if I did. Okay, so this is what we do. First things first, negate, right? Change to face up defense position. Let's turn that off. I have an idea in my head. I have an idea. Don't worry, don't worry. I still think I might have this. Wait, it would have killed both of them? It would have killed both of them? Is that how that works? That's how that works? Okay, now activate this, right? Activate this, detach this. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, I don't deserve that at all, but that felt nice. That felt nice to me. Huh? What? Stop. Stop. Oh, so depression. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, I guess. I really thought I was doing something. That's crazy. That's crazy how that happened. Wow. Wow. It's off. Both had 1,000 defense. Okay, so it destroys both if they both have 1,000 defense. That makes a lot more sense to me. I don't think I win. I don't think I win this duel. In fact, I think I very pointedly lose, actually, is the thing. But I had fun, and that's all that matters. Yo, okay. So, that's a GG comma. That's a GG comma. Thank you for schooling me, because by doing that, you've taught me a valuable lesson. So in a situation like that, in order for me to have had lethal, I would have had to have exes with 2 monsters, leave 1 monster on the field, go into the next monster, then earthquake again. That way I can attach the monster from the graveyard, rank up into the Rhino, then steal your monster with the econ with the monster that I left on the field, right? Steal your monster at that point, change it to attack position, then use Rhino's effect to destroy both monsters and go in for a game. So I had lethal back there, I just didn't know it. Okay, that's good. If anything, that's really, really good. Almost had you. I'm learning, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Let's go. Let me change the deck a little bit. Let me duel Nick. Actually, I also need to duel King. I need to duel King of the Gods. You've been waiting as well, hold on. So one thing I wanna change, I want to add another one of you, right? Another one of him, And I feel like Econ is really good with this deck. So I don't want to take out Econ is the thing, right? Because that quick play change position gives me an extra material, which is really, really nice, right? But it's not essential by any means. What did I just do? Wrong card. It's not essential by any means is the thing, right? It's nice, but it's not essential. And that's fair enough. That's fair enough. So 3 of these, and let's add a third desert. No, because desert only helps me turn 2. It doesn't help me turn 1. I want turn 1 action is what I'm after right now, right? That just draws a card, and that's also for follow-up. So these 3 cards are only for follow-up, right? Econ is useful but not essential. So this is essential. I feel like this is actually essential because it's a negate card that works with the win condition of my deck. So even more so than Econ, I feel like this is good. If I had a third one of this, I would run it at 3. But I need a third card, and it needs to be a card that actually benefits the deck. When it destroys summons, okay, so let's look at generic insect support, right? Let's look at generic insect support. Did I spell insect wrong? I did. Wow, that feels, oh wait, no, I didn't. Okay, that still feels kind of bad. Okay, insect-based spell and traps, right? Ooh, bug emergency, a bug emergency that would have really helped me out, wouldn't it? What else? Equip only to an insect monster. That doesn't really help me in general. 3 spider tokens. Spider tokens don't help because you can't XYZ someone with tokens. Once ignoring its summoning conditions. Equip when this deck doesn't use equip cards, so that's not useful either. Tokens don't work. Why would I want to destroy all of my monsters? Okay, so I think, ooh, hold on. Do I want the trap or do I want the, I think I want this, right? Because a trap you can't use when you start up. A trap is follow-up potential, but a spell card I can use turn 1. And I want turn 1 advantage. You have photons. All right, let's go. I'm ready. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I want to normal summon this card, activate its effect, change my monster to defense position, and special summon you from my hand, right? Then I get to Exy summon into you, right? Now, my question is, in a situation like this, does it make sense to rank up now, or do I rank up later? Do I rank up now or do I rank up later? That's a good question. Because I can change his monsters to defense position, which is really nice. What do you do again? Once per turn, you can attach 1 material from this card, shuffle it into the deck. That's only useful on my turn. I know what to do. I think. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But I think I know what to do. Activate this effect, right? Activate this effect. And we go into the biggest monster and we sit on it for next turn, right? That makes sense. So I have some popping ability. Yeah? I feel like that was a good play. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like it was. Thank you, Axel, for coming through. I enjoyed it myself. No, I say stop. Ooh, I have 2 materials. That's always nice. Does it count if that monster has no defense? It counts if it has no defense. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, cool. What? Why? No! Stop! Okay. I probably should have waited. I should have waited till you went into your Exy summon. I don't know how to wait. And that's my problem. That's my biggest flaw as a person, I think. I'm not a patient man, and that's not good. So if I had waited till he did this and disrupted him at this point instead, I could be happy. But instead I made bad decisions, and so I'm here. Don't rank up early. The rank 3 has a very powerful quick play effect. It negates effects? Hold on. I thought it just turned him to defense position. It has its effects negated until the end of the turn, bro. I have a smooth brain. So I could have negated the effects, changed this. Okay, hold on. What would I have done? So in that situation, what I should have done is open on him and then negate the effects of this and change it to defense position, right? And then this doesn't even come onto the field. And if I need to rank up later, I can rank up later. Okay, so I'm learning. Does this deck have any comeback potential? Is this deck good at coming back from the brink of death? I don't think it is. I feel like it's not, huh? Stop that. What are you doing? Oh, right, because of that, you can destroy spells and traps. Dang it. Turn 1 optimal play is to rank 3 and pass. Okay. Thank you, Sign Square. I've learned more. Ooh, I can Destiny Draw. You were right. Destiny Draw is a good skill for this. It's a good skill. So I summon you. I have to play this perfectly. Summon Cocoon Denser, attack position, right? And because it's in attack position, I can activate its effect, activate your effect, and summon. There's no cards in my hand, so you would be useless. However, you change all of my opponent's monsters. The defensive all face monster also change them to defense position. So I summon this one, right? I summon this one, right? I summon this one, and then if this card cannot be activated, okay, so that's not really useful for me in this instance. However, what is useful is that I can do this, right? So overlay these two, summon Scaramouche, this one, I summon this one, right? And because I used the big bug, because I used that one, they get changed to defense position, right? Beautiful. All right, so my next play, if I'm not mistaken, sir, if I send it to the graveyard, detach. Ooh. No. Be smart, right? I'm going to rank up. Now by detaching these two materials, right? Detach these two materials, okay? Detach these two materials and activate your effect, I think. Activate your effect and shuffle Buddy back into the deck, right? So you go back, because that doesn't matter as much, I don't think, and then destroy this. Have I made the correct play? Why is there a delay? I'm stupid! Galaxy Eyes has an effect! I'm stupid! Oh! Why am I struggling so much? Oh, so I lose. So I should have sent Galaxy Eyes back into the deck and destroyed the other monster. I sent the wrong monster back anyway. Dang it. I'm getting a lot better. That's a GG, bro. I really enjoyed that, King. I really enjoyed that. Right, it was Ranger, my bad. Ranger had photons. I'm getting very confused. That was a GG. I misplayed so hard. Right, so if I had negated his Star Liege Lord Galaxion, I wouldn't have ended up in that situation in the first place. And then if I had made the correct comeback play, I could have done something else. I could have done something else instead, right? Okay, so this is a good turn one. I think. On him out of play, stop that. No. This isn't the Onomat video. This isn't the Onomat stream. That's not what's supposed to be happening right now. Okay, so if I'm going up against photons, so a good thing to do on turn 1 is to rank 3 and pass, right? So on turn 1, you rank 3 and you pass, and that's how you survive. However, a new problem has entered the chat. What do you do against a turn 1 bouncer? Hold on. What am I supposed to do? Oh no. Okay, I guess. Do I have a play here? I don't think I have a play here. I think the smartest thing I can do right now. So I have to use my effects if I want this to work. Okay. What to do. And he can just negate my effects no matter what turn I'm using them on, can't he? So yeah, I think that's just a GG, right? Like, I don't think that there's anything, because if I try to do this, he has a negate, right? And he's got 2 negates. My thought process was, okay, so maybe I can do it on his turn, but it's on either player's turn, right? So even if I had tried to use Desert Sunlight, that doesn't work. And bug signal only works if I've managed to make it into an XYZ monster, right? So I guess I can set this and see what happens. But realistically speaking, I don't know what the comeback is. So that means you do need back row. You do need some significant back row if you want to do it. Turn 1 Bouncer is hard to play against. You have to hope you have Web Soldier. Bouncer is one of the scariest cards in the game for Digibugs. Okay, so it's not just me. It's not just me. See, the chat is moving faster than I expected. I keep on seeing Nightbot coming up. I think I need to change Nightbot so it doesn't come up as much because I don't want it to be like spam. Like, I want people to know about my YouTube because I like making YouTube videos, but I don't want Nightbot to keep on spamming the chat is the thing. So let me change that because I don't think there's anything I do in this situation that allows for my survival. No, there isn't because he just got rid of my only card anyway. And then Gaga, he goes in for game. Right. Okay, so that means I need back row in this deck if I want to go against a Bouncer. So despite losing hard just then, I learned another lesson about the deck. So quite frankly, I'm actually kind of glad that happened. I think I need Book of Moon in this deck. I think I need Book of Moon or Karma Cut in this deck for it to be safe, right? Because digital bugs have good effects, but if those effects get negated, then there's nothing I can do. Because it's a turn 1 Bouncer, so my trap cards won't be able to respond to it. This memory loss would allow you to respond to a turn 1 Bouncer, but then you have to open the memory loss. So I'm gonna take this out because it's not really helping me as of yet, and I'm going to add Book of Moon to this deck. Because it's weak enough that I feel like, well, it's not weak, it's just I'm struggling and I don't like it, right? 3 Earthquakes. I feel like the trap card isn't helping me as much as Earthquake is, so I'm gonna run 1 of the trap card, and this is starting to look like something that I like, I think. This is starting to look like something that I like. No, don't worry about switching decks. I want to fight you at your best. I want to throw hands at everyone's strongest, that way I'm just getting better and better. Rocket Pal, I don't think we've had a chance to throw hands yet, so let's throw hands. Let's throw hands with the amendments that I've made. King of what's it called? I'm just gonna call you King. King of the Gods I stutter when I'm excited. These guys know. My friends clown me for it. My sister clowns me for it. I stutter when I get excited. So the longer people's names are, if I'm talking quickly and responding to everyone, it tends to happen. I'm gonna call you King. Okay. Oh, turn one. Let's go. This is a good turn 1. I like this turn 1. Huh? Stop that. You've got digital bugs. Okay. But I've learned today that Parasite Infestation against digital bugs doesn't actually work that well. Okay, so use you, change you to defense position. I want this card in my hand for follow-up, so I don't use this card, and I special summon this card instead. I'm learning. I rank up into Scaramouche. And I sit on Scaramouche. I don't rank up for next turn, that way I can negate effects as a quick play, and then I set this card. Huh? Why? Oh right, he didn't have anything, so it didn't matter, and then I end my turn on this. And I think that is the optimal turn 1 for digital bugs right there. Right? So toggle this to on. Huh? Okay, that's fine. I can accept that. I forgive you, sir. Okay. Oh, face down. Okay, that's also fine. Okay, bugs versus digibugs. You love to see it. Oh wait, this is a regular bug deck. Okay. Now, is this necessary? Huh. No, I don't think it is. I think I'm lucky because I went turn 1 in this instant. Excellent play. Hey, I'm learning. I feel like I've actually learned how this deck works and I love it. Ooh. I know what to do. Don't even tell me. I know how to win the game on this turn. I think I know how to win the game on this turn. Okay, so battle position change you, right? Don't activate Web Soldier. Special summon this card, right? Then Then my next trick, ladies and gentlemen, is to rank up. And be better than I ever was before, okay? So I go into you. Bro, if I've learned how to play this deck properly, I'm excited. Hold on, bro. This feels so cool because I know what I'm doing. I actually know what I'm doing right now. I rank up into Buddy Boy right over here, right? Detach those two materials, but that's okay because I only need one material attached for what I have planned, right? And then activate the effect of him to fly you back to where you came from, sir. Get back, I say. All right? Don't activate anything else. And I think, is this lethal? Is my math correct? 2,200 plus 1,008. I'm pretty sure that's lethal. That adds up to 4,000, right? Let's go! It's a GG. Rocket Pal, that's a GG. Bro, I've learned how to play the game. Let's go. Bro. Now you rank up to 5, which lets you make it the same turn. I thought so. You came here reading the title. You want to learn too? Raul, bro, I can teach you how to play Digital Bugs now because I'm also learning. Yo, I'm in awe too, Skyn. Yo, Rocket Pal, thank you, because I just realized that I've evolved. So, Raul, thank you for joining the room. You can hop in. If you type in _room, then you can enter the room and duel whoever you want to duel. Oh, wait, I haven't dueled Shadow yet. I haven't dueled Atem. Sorry. Let me duel Atem first. So, hop into the room, and then you can just watch, and I'll explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it, because I actually know what I'm doing now. This stream has gone on for like 2 hours, and it's just been like Sign and these guys coaching me and teaching me and helping me to understand what I'm doing, bro. And I'm so happy. Bro. Let's go. Beautiful turn 1 hand. Let's go. So, standard. I have a turn 1 hand and I have a turn 2 hand effectively. I'm good to go for 2 turns, right? So literally, the spell, you don't need, I guess you would want spells for protection, right? Spells are important for protection. So what I just did is, Digital Bug Web Soldier has the effect that where you can change a monster that you control to defense position and special summon an insect monster from your hand. So you want to open Web Soldier and another level 3 monster in your hand, and then you can make a turn 1 Scaranitor, right? Or however you say it. You go into their first rank, because this deck is all about ranking up into higher and higher monsters. Now, what I've learned is what you want to do after you've made this monster. Now, each of the level 3s give your monsters different effects, right? But none of them are relevant right now. I end my turn on this monster. You can rank up into higher monsters, but the reason I end my turn on this one is because it has the effect that as a quick play, you can change one of your opponent's monsters to defense position and negate its effect. So I can stop plays that way, right? So yeah, the biggest thing about this deck is changing the battle positions of the monsters to activate their effects, right? And what I've realized is that with this card on the field alongside the rank 5, you can actually do some crazy plays. Bro, I know what I'm doing now. Sign, thank you. Thank you, Sign, very much for teaching me what to do. And Raul, thank you for... Okay, so, it's a Magician Girl deck. No, I say. I say no, sir. I say no. I have to detach both. I forgot. Okay, so you have to detach both to activate the effect. That shouldn't... Wait, what? Stop. Wait, what? Okay, so you still get to discard a card. So that's kind of good. That's like a wasted discard. I like that. That's healthy. That's balanced. So yeah, his effects were negated. So that was really good. Okay. Is that a quick play thing? Can I do that faster? Is that a thing that can happen? You know what? I'll find out about that later. So I do the exact same thing. I normal summon Web Soldier, activate Web Soldier's effect, and change him to defense position, right? Then I special summon this one. Now, this one in my hand is good because if something goes wrong, I can normal summon this card and get a monster out of the graveyard, right? So that's good for my follow-up, so I keep that in my hand, right? So I can just go right back into another Xyz monster. The problem is we don't really have anything to deal with back row, is the biggest problem that we're looking at right now. So I'm hoping that he doesn't have anything crazy in his back row. If his back row isn't anything insane, we're good to go. If his back row isn't anything insane, it's good to go. This stream is intense. This stream is intense, bro. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm learning to be the very best. I'm battling you guys, having a great time doing it and figuring out how to play a brand new deck. I feel like I could go on ladder and confidently play this deck. I might enter a tournament with this deck just for fun, right? I might enter a tournament with this deck just for fun. I can return. So let me explain what I just did. The rank 5 can, so if you want to special summon the rank 5, you can put it on top of the rank 3 by detaching 2 materials, and then the rank 5 has the ability to send a defense position monster back into the deck. So as long as this back row can't stop me, okay, is this lethal? Is this lethal? It's a GG, bro, it's a GG, it's a GG. Thank you, thank you, thank you for playing with me. I know how to play digital bugs now. I know how to play digital bugs now. It's not the best deck in a ranked experience, but you can kick butt if you played it right. I'm seeing that. I'm really learning that this deck has a lot of merits to it. This deck has a lot of merits to it, and I love that. However, what attempt, your duel has actually showed me something as well. Your duel has showed me something is, this deck has nothing to do against back row. I feel like I should add in a Hate Runade. I feel like, but then we go back to the problem that we had before where you have too many spells and traps. I feel like we need Hate Runade. I feel like we need Hate Runade. I'm gonna take out, okay, so now that I understand the deck a bit better, I don't think I need Memory Loss. Right, that memory, because remember, this Memory Loss card was, if a face-up attack position monster declares, I don't even think we need Desert Sand anymore, right? I don't think we need that. I don't think we need that. Amazing and well played. Hey, thank you, Side. Thank you. Okay, back row is just to stall, not to lose it. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. See, what I want to do, because it's good to have negates, right? Memory Loss is a really good negate. However, now that I understand what this card does, I already have a negate. I didn't know this card was a negate, so there's no need to waste a slot in my deck on a negate. So I can add in Hate Runade and take that out, I think. Because now that I'm actually understanding what the cards do, the solution was already in front of me. If I open the way the deck is supposed to open, then I don't need that card, right? Because I already have the negate that I'm looking for. But now I don't have enough cards. Hold on. What do we add? What do we add? What do we add? I guess one Memory Loss wouldn't hurt. I guess one Memory Loss wouldn't hurt. Just as an extra precaution. I think this is my digital bugs deck. I think this is it, right? So run 3 of this as my opening card to start my combos. This is for if I turn 1 need to use it with Earthquake, so these two go together. And this is for my comeback recovery. This is just an extra card in case of incasities, right? This is to make it so that I can make my plays unrestricted. This is for my rank ups, and this is to assist in my playmaking. Protection, and then just an extra negate because I needed one more card. I like the way the extra deck looks. I like the way the main deck looks. I'm going to save this and I'm going to lock it. I think we did it, boys. I think we made the digital bugs deck because I know how to play digital bugs now. Bro, this is awesome. This is awesome. Okay, so bounce. Does this card's effect work on itself? Does my can Web Soldier summon itself? Is that a thing? Okay, good, it can. For a second I was scared. I was like, okay, do I not have a play? Okay, so Web Soldier summons itself. Web Soldier summon yourself. What's the smart thing to do? What do you do? You special summon 1 level 5 from your hand and then change it. So you want to special summon from your hand is what you want to do, and I don't want you to do that. So if you can, if this card is targeted for, okay, but I have to attack you. That only happens if I directly attack you. So I just won't do that, right? So I think because, oh, hold on. And this isn't me trying to be like, oh, I'm super good at the game. I feel like I'm learning, and I feel like Book of Moon is better with this deck than I thought now that I understand what I'm doing, right? Because now that I understand what stop that. What is happening? What is happening? What? Did that negate his effects, or did that just change him to defense position? Okay, cool, that's fine. That's fine, that's fair enough. Okay, so, let me see. Rank is something else. No, yeah, rank is different from level. Yo, sound again, I stutter when I'm excited, I'm sorry. But yeah, so that rank is different from level. So here's what I think the smart thing to do in the situation is. It's not to activate my effect. I think the smart thing to do in this situation is to rank up. Actually, wait, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Because what I'm thinking is I can Book of Moon and then bounce his card back into the deck. But I don't think I need to do that. I can save my Book of Moon for later because I won't have a follow-up if I do that. But if instead of doing that, I change his attack position, negate his effect so that way he doesn't special summon a monster, and I crash, right? That way I still have something in terms of protection. The Book of Moon is still there in terms of protection, and I can attack normally, right? Because that effect shouldn't activate, I don't think. I hope. Please? Okay, oh, no, wait, that's not a Sphere Karibo, it's just a regular Karibo. Huh? And this card steals monsters! This card steals monsters from the grave! Bro, this deck is beautiful. This deck is beautiful, bro. I love this. I absolutely love this. Bro. Okay, let's go. Shock 9, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, because I stammer when I'm excited. Okay, so. Ooh. No. I have an idea. How much damage is this? I think I have lethal. Set this just in case I'm smooth-brained. And we go like this. Unless you have a Sphere Karibo or something. Okay, so that didn't happen. And then I rank up. So the quick play spell allows you to rank up instantly. It's a quick play XZs, but unlike other XZs where with like Merlin from Noble Knights or anything, and you can only rank up on top of monsters that already exist. So you can't quick play XZ summon with 2 monsters, but if you have an XZ monster on the field, you can play, and thank you very much. That's a GG. That's a GG attempt. I am learning. I am evolving. I feel bad. I feel bad because you didn't really get a chance to get into your combos and everything, but I'm sorry. I'm as you can see, I'm very amped up. I'm very energetic right now. I'm trying to get better and better with the deck. Okay, so Raul, you made a Digital Bugs deck. Let's throw hands. Let's throw hands, and we'll walk through it step by step because I can actually explain what's happening. I'm actually consistently doing okay with this.